Hey folks, it's Bishopheals, baby, from the ECF forums. How you guys doing today, baby? Man, let me tell you, it's a happy freaking Tuesday. That's for sure. As promised, I said I was going to do a video on the tank with the killer. You guys already saw my previous video as far as on the killer, using it standalone in the UFS, which worked out, okay? Now, after a few days of working with this device, I have to tell you, does it work? Yes. Does it vape? Yes. Are there any kinks? Yes. And that's what I want to go over. I'm just going to cover lightly on some of these kinks because I'm still tweaking it, okay? I'm still working on it, but for all the new users that are eagerly waiting for this device, I just want you guys to be aware of certain things that I've encountered and possibly from other people that have already sent me some concern messages, emails, and PMs that they discovered a few things as well. So I'm just going to go over what I found personally, okay, and what to watch out for, okay, pretty much. I know I'm not going to show you how I assemble in the tank. I'm going to tell you why. Because I did it on Vapetv Live, so I'm pretty sure most of you guys already saw it. But if you guys want to see it, you guys can see it on the Vapetv viral on YouTube. They're going to be uploading it soon, so I really don't have a date or time when that's going to be up there, but it'll be up there soon. Now, to get back to the Leo on this device, what I want to talk about is this tank build. It's on my ex-wife on the Preveri, okay? And as you can see, it's working. I have not really had a problem with the leakage as of yet. Will there be a leak? I'm concerned. I'm going to tell you why. Because the adapter that he supplied is a 510 to 510 unsealed. I repeat that again, unsealed. See? It's unsealed. Now, I did order a sealed 510 to 510 from Empire Mods so I can work out something a little different. The difference why a sealed 510 to 510 will do is because if the average user likes to flood their drip addy like a 306 using it with a drip shield, let's say, or a 901 with a drip shield, well, you want to make sure the juice is not going to come out, okay? Now, what's good about the 510 unsealed like this is that you can use it on the bottom feeder, okay? Pros and cons with that. You're going to waste a lot of juice. Because if you saw my previous video when I was mounting the coil on the ceramic, because it's using a CE2 ceramic, just like this. This is a CE2 ceramic. It sits pretty high. So the base would be around here, about halfway here. So you have about this distance to the base filling up with juice that it's not going to be really getting thrown onto the coil. So it's just the wick itself that's going to, keep getting saturated from there. But you can flood it up if you have a sealed adapter, and you can vape like as if it was a 306 or 901, and consider the tank like an extended reservoir of a drip shield. Okay? Now that sounds pretty impressive. Now, there's another thing to look out. The minor thing is when you fill up this tank, you would have to turn it upside down. Okay? And when you turn it upside down, you want to push the 510 down. Like so. You see that? So as you push it down, now you can easily remove the cap. When you remove this cap, depending on your DCT tank set up, if it's a map tank or whatever it is that you're using, depending on the friction that you have on the O-rings, it may vary. Now this is what it looks like. Now let me autofocus. Let me focus that for you so you can see what I'm concerned with. Look at the 510. Do you notice something here? Now this is an adapter, okay? Look at that. The pin went all the way in. And I'm going to explain why, okay? The issue here is that if I unscrew this part, the actual post, the 510 post, has a rubber seal, a very light rubber seal. See? It's a 510. So, this is what it looks like, okay? This part right here pushes out. And when it pushes out, the CE2 cup itself is going to stay trapped in there, and it's not going to be sitting correctly. So I have a concern with that. This isn't a really good, solid build, which I hope Leo will probably do something about it, maybe on his next run or something. Who knows? I'm not aware. I actually emailed him my concerns, certain things about the device, but being that I started using it this past weekend, so this is from trial and error, things that's creeping up, and I think it's important that I go over it because being that it worked out great on the UFS, not everybody has a UFS, okay? And I have to be honest about things that I encounter so that you guys make a good, intelligent decision if this is something that you want to get into or not. Okay? So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to drain the juice a little. Put it back because I don't want to waste that juice. And we're going to take a look at it. Bottoms up. Okay. Now, so here it is. Now, let's take a look at this a little more closely. Okay? This is the concern part. It looks good now, right? It looks really, really, really good. Now, let me unscrew it. Now, here's my coil that you can see. Now, as you can see how high the actual CE2 cup is sitting from the base. Okay? Now, the base itself, as you saw in my previous video, there's a well opening that you can, put your wick in there. When you pull the juice from this hole, okay, it will travel directly up to the CE2 because that's where it's coming from. Now, the thing is, you have all this room here to fill up from the reservoir tank to get in order to hit that core, because you're talking about the juice is coming from here, so it has to go up a lot. So you're gonna have to like draw a little harder. Okay. Now, the other concern we have is the size of the non-resistance coil. The size of the non-resistance coil I used on here was 32 gauge, which is 0.2 milliliters, okay? The issue is that it gets stuck. And when you try to mount the CE2 onto the device, this pin will come out, as you probably saw in my UFS video, or if you saw my show on Vapetv. Now, I'm going to go over a few more things on this device later, tonight, on Vapetv. So, I just wanted to give you just a few things that I'm going to go over. I'll show you pictures later on tonight. So, with that, I'm going to let you go. I just want to keep this video short. just to give you a preview of what's going to be tonight's show about. It's going to be the killer again, and I'm going to show you pretty much some issues and how to work them out. Okay, give you some tweaking ideas. Okay, but I have to be fair about it, and I have to really disclose it, because if you know, I got to be honest about this. You know, simple as that. You know, so I'm gonna help you guys out. So all the people that's been sending me messages and PMs, how to get the ceramic, the CE2 out, I'm gonna show you how to do that. If you have problems putting it in, I'm gonna show you how to do that. Okay, I'm gonna go over, you know, a few tweaks and a few ideas that may help you. Okay, so you'll be able to catch me live tonight at vapetvlive.com at 10 o'clock p.m. East Coast time, baby. Feel free to register on the site. Everything is all integrated and it's brand new. Let me tell you, it's phenomenal. It's better than Stickam. Yep. So catch me tonight, and I'll be more than happy. You'll hear all the bells and whistles regarding this device, as well as tweaks that would help you to enjoy your vape. Okay? So I'll catch you later. I'll see you tonight. Live hard and vape hard, baby. Bishopheals signing out.